Rempe's right elbow drives through the back of Heiskanen. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Dr. Stefan Wilson, and here on this channel we analyze the mechanisms of sports injuries. So if that's the type of content that interests you, then please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. Friday night's game, Dallas is hosting the Rangers. What we're looking at is the puck along the sideboards. Heiskanen is going in to make a play on the puck, and Rempe comes from behind, making contact with Heiskanen, pushing him into the glass. We're going to take a look at a different angle here. This is probably the best one that we can see. So Heiskanen, number 4 for the Stars, he does make the play here. The puck is advancing up the ice. Rempe, you can see him, number 73. He's coming in from behind here. He's already got his right arm up. He's holding his stick with only his left hand there. So his right arm is coming up into what we would call forward flexion. His elbow is also flexed. And here he initiates contact from behind on Heiskanen. You can see his right elbow extended out in front of him, making contact with the back or the posterior side of Heiskanen's left shoulder, and that's where the contact is made. Rempe's right elbow almost seems to kind of drives up from his shoulder up into the neck and perhaps jaw area here of Heiskanen, forcing his head and his neck into the glass. You can see the flex on the glass there, as there's a fair bit of impact from Rempe making contact with Heiskanen and driving his head and neck into the glass. So in this moment here, what's happening to Heiskanen's neck is the contact on the back of his shoulder, via Rempe's right elbow, is forcing his neck into what we would call extension. That's where his head tilts back a little bit, and that's going to stack, it's called the facet joints. You have 7 joints on the left and 7 on the right. It's going to stack those facet joints on top of each other with some overpressure of Rempe's right elbow, really causing a lot of compression and a lot of force into the back of Heiskanen's neck. That's going to be quite painful as the right side of his face makes contact with the glass because his head and neck are in left rotation here. And there's the impact. His head goes into the glass, extension with his neck, and then Heiskanen then falls down to the ice after the play. Rempe certainly does have a reputation. He was suspended last year for similar elbowing incidents, and we wait to see if there's going to be any supplemental discipline for his hit on Heiskanen on Friday night. We're going to take a look at the anatomy screen here. So we look at the skeleton model here. We're just going to spin him around here. This is from the lateral view, the side, and this is a posterior view from behind. Again, Rempe's right elbow making contact with the back left part of Heiskanen's shoulder there. So we're just going to zoom in a little bit. And what we're going to look at here, if this is Miro Heiskanen, he's making the play along the sideboards. Rempe's elbow makes contact with the back of Heiskanen's shoulder, then forcing him into the glass. From the side view, Rempe's right elbow came in from this direction, making contact with Heiskanen's shoulder, and then it kind of slid up into his neck and his skull and jaw area, thus making contact a little bit higher up, forcing his neck backwards into extension. That's going to compress all those delicate little facet joints there in his neck and certainly causing a cervical spine strain. At the point, or at the time of this recording, there was no media report of an actual injury to Heiskanen. He did not miss time during the game and likely will be reevaluated for injury after the game. Perhaps he does have a sore neck at this point, a cervical spine strain. He probably has a sore jaw and a headache at this time, and he will likely be reevaluated for a concussion after the game. Hopefully he is doing well. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Have a great night.